Broin.
Very much, Lascian Corla. Look, first of all, just to start by putting on the record my disappointment that my own amendments have been ruled out of order. I know that's not a matter either for the Lascian Corla or for the Minister, but to just notify the House, I would be challenging the decision. I don't accept the explanation that I've received from the Ceann Corla's office, and we will be looking to bring forward either these amendments or a version of them when the bill comes to the Seanad, I suppose, next week or the week after, because as we discussed at some length, in fairness, at the second stage debate, whatever other members of this House may think of them, they are very sincere and genuine attempts to deal with a very significant issue, which is the fact that people in the north of Ireland, of course, voted against Brexit, and therefore we want to ensure they continue to have a voice in the European Parliament and their democratic view is respected. With respect to the amendments in front of us, I suppose I do have a question, and it's a question that runs through all of these. Look, a lot of what's in this bill is very straightforward and technical in nature, and it's just trying to deal with a particularly difficult situation that isn't of the making of anybody in this jurisdiction or in this House. But given the possibility of an extension of Article 50, and while people are currently talking about a short extension, that could be a lengthy extension, we know from previous crises in the European Union that they do have a tendency to prolong crises and fudge crucial decisions if that is the easier of options. If the Minister can tell us in his discussions of these matters with his officials and possibly with the Attorney-General, to what extent could a longer extension of Article 50 have an impact either for the amendments that we're discussing here or the amendments that we'll come to later on? And to what extent could it result in a legal challenge, whether, for example, it's from somebody who currently has the entitlement to stand as a candidate or vote in a European election prior to exit, but if there's an extended period and therefore, strictly speaking, they could still have EU citizenship during that period of time, somebody, for example, who's from the north of Ireland or from England or Scotland and doesn't yet have Irish citizenship. Are there legal difficulties or questions? Have these been properly teased out? Because it's important that while those of us who understand the logic of some of these amendments aren't seen to be supporting things that could end up having very significant legal consequences in the context of a legal challenge.